Welcome to American Medicine Today, presented by the Bonati Spine Institute, featuring the internationally acclaimed inventor of the Bonati Spine Procedures, Alfred Bonati, MD. Now here along with Dr. Bonati, your host, Kimberly Bermel.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us for American Medicine Today. I'm Kimberly Bermel. We are joined by our executive producer, Ethan Euchre.
Glad to be back. It's always a pleasure.
Yes. Yeah. And we have world-renowned orthopedic surgeon, Dr. Alfred Bonati of the Bonati Spine Institute here. Thank you for being here, sir.
Hello.
Well, every week we're constantly telling people about the difference between the Bonati spine procedures and what's known as minimally invasive laser spine surgery. Not all spine surgeries are the same. It was Dr. Bonati and his contribution to medicine that sets his exclusive patented procedure worlds apart from anything else on the market. They have over 94% patient satisfaction, and actually a recent 7.5-year study shows that patients are reflecting more than 98.75% patient satisfaction after receiving these procedures. I mean, that's pretty much unheard of in any industry, let alone spine surgery.
Well, think about weather guys, and how often they're wrong, and they still get to keep their job. Yeah, Dr. Bonati is almost impeccable with his patient satisfaction. And,
Can I keep my job?
You have to, because you've been helping so many people.
Absolutely.
You started off with traditional back surgery, and you saw how it was ineffective. We've given the stats before, where if you suffered from needing a fusion, a one-level fusion, you had 65% failure with traditional open spine surgery. If you needed 2 or more, that went all the way up to near 85% failure
rate.
Failure.
That's ridiculous.
And you're being slit down the front, slit down the back. And most of the doctors that were telling these patients that they went through that, they weren't really going to have much more range of motion than they were already having.
Yeah, it was basically, is my pain going to be gone? Well, not really, but let's do the procedure anyways.
Exactly. And some are being told that they can't be helped at all, and there's no options. We had a lady on a couple weeks ago, 25-year-old, was in a bad car accident. They wouldn't even tell her an invasive procedure would help. She suffered for 4 years. A physical therapist knew about Dr. Bonati, sent her here, and everything those doctors told her would never happen, going back to work, driving, having kids, she did them all, and she has 2 gorgeous children, and she's going to be running a marathon later this year. So
unbelievable.
This isn't just us promoting the Bonati Institute. This is true, factual stuff that we have going on here.
Well, a great example was last week's Back to Life segment with Steve Yancey, where he was in pain for 20 years, suffered in pain for 20 years. Doctors told him, there's nothing wrong with your back. You're fine. Essentially, it's all in your head. And then he said, no, I'm in pain. But he waited 20 years in pain, finally decided to look up Dr. Bonati, came down to Florida.
Because the meds they had him on no longer worked.
Right.
So there is help out there, and that help is the Bonati Spine Institute. Later on today's show, we have Dr. Jason Stibich in studio to discuss TMS therapy and how it's helping those with mild to severe depression. And then we're going to hear about what's new in American medicine today. But up first, in our Back to Life segment.
In today's Back to Life segment, we will talk to a patient of the Bonati Spine Institute who went from living a life that was restricted by pain and discomfort through their journey of finding the Bonati Spine Institute and are now living pain-free.
Well, I'm proud to introduce to you Jay Cruz. He is on the line. And what was it, north of Atlanta? You're calling from Georgia? Mr. Cruz?
North Atlanta. Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for being here. And why don't you tell us how you came to be in pain and kind of walk us through that whole process?
Well, I drive trucks. I've been driving trucks for about 25 years, and I've been experiencing for 10 years pain on and off throughout my back and running down my leg. Well, about 3 years, it got a little bit worse. And 6 months prior to my surgery, it was just unbearable. So I ended up going to some doctors here in Georgia, and they pretty much they put epidural in my spine, different sections of my spine, and the problem still continued. The pain was still there. I went to a physical therapist. I was referred to, and the problem still continued. Anyways, my sister, she's a patient of Bonati, and she had surgery down there. And she went to some doctors here in Georgia, and one doctor even told her that there's nothing they can do, that she would have to just deal with it and take painkillers the rest of her life. So that's how I came about to going to Bonati.
So Jay, so your sister had a procedure done, and just what's an update on her? How's she feeling? How's she doing?
Oh, she's fantastic. She's doing great. She's up and around and enjoying life.
Perfect. And so your pain, if I'm following along, was attributed to the fact that you were a truck driver. I bet you guys see that a lot, right? Because I know
lifting heavy packages.
Yeah, and having a background in radio doing previous shows, we used to get calls from long distance truck drivers, and you're seated for so long that you end up with these nasty back problems. So that was really the source. Was your career of the pain?
Yes, most definitely. As a long haul truck driver, you'll have a shift of 10 to 11 hours sitting in the seat driving, and not only that, but the procedure of loading and unloading, and it was really hindering my performance. It really was. The loads that I do is time sensitive, so really don't have time to stop or lay down or what have you. So it was becoming a big problem. It really was. Yeah.
And so you already mentioned that your sister was a patient of Dr. Bonati and the Bonati Spine Institute and had great success. So I'm sure it was a no-brainer to give a call, right? And take us from there when you first made contact and you came down to Hudson.
Okay. Yes. Actually, my sister took me down there, and I met with Dr. Grossmith, and he was a wonderful doctor. And I had a session with him, and he looked at my my MRI, my X-rays, and sure enough, he pointed out this and this and this don't look right. And sure enough, I had my surgery, and about an hour later, I was walking and pain-free. So I really recommend it to every truck driver out there. Up to this day, I feel no pain behind my leg, my spine, nothing.
That's fantastic. So, so the actual procedure itself, I had the opportunity, even though I've been involved with the show for, probably like 6 or 7 months now. I never actually got to see the procedure happening until a week or two ago, and it's fascinating. So, so the procedure itself for you, when did you realize that you no longer felt pain? It was after you kind of came out of the operating room and woke up a little bit? Well,
actually, the leg pain is when I got up that same day, it was no longer there.
Oh, wow.
So I was really impressed. I was really impressed with the doctor, period. Like I said, he walked in that room, he looked at an MRI and the X-rays, and he said this and this and this, and sure enough, that's what it was. Versus the doctors in Georgia, they kind of experimenting. Well, we'll put some epidural here, and next month we'll put some epidural here and there, and I feel like a guinea pig, to be honest with you.
I bet.
And so, are you? You're on the road now, right? You're back to work as a driver?
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, I am, and I feel great. I recommend it to every driver out there. As a matter of fact, I was at the terminal in Lumberton, North Carolina the other day, one of our terminals, and there was a driver complaining about his neck and his back, and he was taking some leave or something like that. He was taking a large amount. So anyways, I referred him to Bonati.
Perfect. Well, that's the best. We always hear that word of mouth is the greatest form of advertising, and every patient that we have, always speak so highly of the procedure and how they feel afterwards and how they feel now that I'm sure you go out of your way to tell people, and even if they don't want to hear it.
Yes.
They're like, I'm sick of hearing about your back. Excellent. Well, we appreciate you joining us, Jay, and and you're going to continue to live pain-free, let's hope.
Thank you, Jay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Dr. Bonati's here if you want to mention, say anything to him.
Thank you, Jay. Enjoy life.
Yes, thank you so much, and thank you. Your staff was wonderful. Great staff you have there. I was really impressed with everything. It was worth the drive. It really was. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Jay. Well, we appreciate it, and enjoy the rest of your day and continued pain-free living.
Thank you all very much.
And keep us up to date. If you start doing more activities, send us photos. I don't even care if it's by your truck doing stuff, because, when you're told different things can't happen and they do, it's exciting for us to know that we've been able to help.
Great. Fantastic. I will do that.
All right. Keep in touch.
All right, Jay.
I will.
Take care. All right, another success story. We love it.
It is.
So if there's truckers listening or anybody else that has pain in their neck and back or leg, how do they get in touch?
Suffering with that radiating pain all the way down to their toes, they can reach out to the Bonati Spine Institute at 855-267-0482 or 83, rather. Either one will bring you there, but 0483 or Bonati.com. You're listening to American Medicine Today on News Radio 970 WFLA. After the break, well, we're going to talk a little bit about what else happens on American Medicine Today, both the TV and radio show.
I'm also looking forward to talking to Dr. Stibich a little bit later on. He's got this TMS therapy that helps
helping people with depression.
And he has an office right in Apollo Beach where people can get it done, so it's pretty cool.
And not invasive at all. That's what people will like. You're listening to News Radio 970 WFLA. We'll catch you on the flip side of the break.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonati created, perfected, and patented the Bonati Spine Procedures. Using his genius, Bonati invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonati Spine Procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonati succeeds where others fail.
The Bonati Spine Institute is proud to announce more than a 94% patient-reported success rate in over 45,000 patent-protected spine surgical procedures. Call us today at 855-267-0483 or visit us at Bonati.com.
All my pain is gone.
Today I am totally pain-free. Nothing. No after effect.
I'm pain-free, and I have had to take any pain medication.
Today I am pain-free for the first time in over a year, and it is so awesome.
I only wish I'd known about it earlier. Right now, I am completely without pain.
Sitting here in this office right now, pain-free, eager to enjoy the rest of my life.
I am feeling great.
I feel 100% better, like a new person.
Today I feel absolutely fantastic. It's just incredible, the relief I feel right now.
Today I'm completely pain-free.
During the procedure, I literally felt the pain melt away. It was fantastic.
I feel so good.
It took care of my headaches instantly.
It's incredible. It's really incredible.
It gave me my life back.
It's just wonderful.
I feel fantastic.
It is just absolutely amazing.
So I'm hoping to be climbing hills in a few weeks.